Sarjapura Road in Bengaluru is one of the fastest growing tech corridors in India. But every heavy rain exposes the same problem: flooded roads, submerged apartment, traffic collapse, and stormwater drains overflowing. So the image you can see on my screen is the aftermath effect of the rain event which happened in the Sarjapura Road last year. So you can clearly see it has impacted the infrastructures, like tech parks got severely affected by the rain. And you can see this layout. This is an image from Rainbow Drive layout, so you can clearly see it got affected by the flood risk. And also you can see the Sarjapura main roads which got disrupted due to this rain and aftermath floods. So you can clearly see the traffic is blocked by these flood events. So these rain events are normal, we can't change it, but we can propose the drainage planning or strategy so that we can prevent this happening in the forthcoming days. Let me explain you the cause of the problem, why the Sarjapura main road is flooding. So this is the satellite imagery. So this is the satellite imagery, and I'm highlighting the location where it is facing the flood risk. So this is the Sarjapura main road. So in this satellite imagery you can see two lines. So first one is the cyan color line, and the second one is the highlighted boxes which are in the red color. So what it says, so what you can see in the cyan color line, so these are called as natural drainage path. So what does it mean? So when the rainfall happens, so all the rainwater follows this path, and rainwater moves in this cyan color drainage path. And second one is the red color boundary. So these red color boundaries are the lakes in the existing lakes in the Bengaluru city. Okay, so if I can explain you the drainage system of the Bengaluru, I have prepared a small sketch to understand, to make you to understand how the drainage system of Bengaluru works. So when the rain happens in the Bengaluru, so the whatever the rainwater is generated from the rain and the building, it initially gets discharged into this roadway gutter system, and from the roadway gutter system it enters into the small nalas, and from the small nalas it first initially enters into the smaller lakes, and whatever the surplus rainwater is there, that get discharged into the slightly bigger lake through the nala system. And same cycle happens from the lake, whatever the surplus water is there, that goes into the next lake through the nala drainage system. Okay, this is a simple in simple words I can tell the how the drainage system of Bengaluru works. Okay, let's come to the our case. So as I mentioned, the whatever you can see on color line is the drainage path, natural drainage path of the rainwater, and what you can see is the red color boundary is the lake systems. Okay, so if I come to this Sarjapura main road, so what you can see here, so this area is having a cyan color line, saying that the water should pass from here to here. Okay, but when water should pass from here to here, there should be some media to it. So there should be some nala should be there, or some pipe culvert should be there, or some road crossing should be there, so that this rainwater should travel from one part of the road to another part of the road and finally reaches to this lake. So how come it goes, how come this rainwater pass through one side to another side if it doesn't have any drainage system? So it has to flood it has to flood and spill on the other side. That is the only option. So here you can see this road doesn't have any drainage system, so you can't find any drainage system here. So when the rain happens, all the rainwater spills over this Sarjapura main road. Okay, so if I can tell you how much rainwater which is coming into this area, so I can have this catchment. So this catchment, you can see here, this yellow color boundary is the catchment area. So what does it mean? Say, so when the rainfall happens, the whatever the rainfall which is occurred here in this within this yellow color boundary all get discharged into this road. So how much its quantity, I will tell you in numbers. Yeah, so this is the rainfall, this is the catchment area, so almost 2000 acres. So the 2000 acres of the rainfall, the intensity finally hits this Sarjapura road and causing the flooding of the Sarjapura main road and its surrounding area. So that is the reason you can see that the layout and tech parks are flooding around this, along this roadway. So what can be done to fix it? So I have brought a strategy. So first strategy is from the site observation what I have made. So let me explain you what can be done. So this is the HN Hurley Lake. So I will show you the street view, like what is happening in the on the lake side. So this is the lake side. So what you can see here, first one, it is fully covered with the grass weeds. So what does it makes? So what this grass weeds reduces the water holding capacity of the lake. As a result, the rainwater spills on the road. As a result, its rainwater holding capacity will be reduced. That is the one cause. So the authority should check, the GBA should take the maintenance of these grass weeds, and it should have to properly cleared, so that there should not be there should not be any reduced efficiency of this lake. And the second one is the proposal of the cross drainages. So I will tell you what it is. Let me come to the problematic location. So this is that problematic location where the natural drainage comes and hit this road. So what we can do, we have to propose the alternative drainage line. See here, this is the alternative drainage line. So there should have, the government or the GBA has to propose a new drainage line to carry the rainwater from this area. So what you can see is the magenta color line. You can see this magenta color line, what I have drawn is the new drainage system should be proposed along this line. Okay, so this drainage system should be from the HN Hurley Lake to the downstream of Kaikondra Hurley Lake. So there we have to propose a new storm drainage line. You can see this is the new storm drainage line. See here, it is going along the Sarjapura road and finally crossing the downstream outlet of the Kaikond Hurley Lake. So this is how we can mitigate the flood risk which is happening in the Sarjapura main road. This width may be exceed maybe 5 meter or more. This is my engineering observation. This width should come around 5 meter or more, because it has to carry the rainwater from almost this 2000 acres of the area. So this is the area. So this all of this area rainwater from this almost 2000 acres of the area will hit the Sarjapura main road during when the rain comes. Okay, and it causes the flooding. So to mitigate this, so first one thing is we have to maintain this HN Hurley Lake. Okay, and second one is we have to propose a new nala drainage system from this HN Hurley Lake to Kaikondra Hurley Lake downstream outlet. So this is how we can mitigate the Sarjapura main road flooding. So I hope this will reaches to someone who is official in GBA or the NGO, so that we can the government can take some action against in preventing the flooding on the Sarjapura main road. Thank you for watching. So if you have questions, do let me know.